Hello guys, today we're going to be talking about the Cape Coral real estate market, the Lehigh Acres real estate market, and the Fort Myers real estate market. Stay tuned. Hello guys, this is Manny, your pool home realtor with United Real Estate Infinity down here in the Southwest Florida. If this is the first time on my channel, hey, welcome and consider subscribing. Why? I put videos about buying pool homes, community tours, buying regular homes, city tours. At the end of the day, everything that is all about living down here in the Southwest Florida. If you're interested in some homes, hey, I'm gonna put in the description below a link with homes for sale in Cape Coral, homes for sale in Fort Myers, Florida, homes for sale in Lehigh Acres. Just go over there and search for homes, see what you like, and if you need any help, just give me a call. I have people calling me every single week about questions about moving down here and all that. So hey, I want to be your guy. Nothing. Let's go down here and check the market report. We're gonna be talking today about the Cape Coral real estate market, the Fort Myers real estate market, and the Lehigh Acres real estate market. So let's come over here and sit down and check those numbers. And I know you guys gonna be like blow your mind once you guys see how many $1 million house was sold on the month of September in Fort Myers. Come over here, let's double check. All right guys, so I'm gonna give you the number for the Cape Coral housing market report. Cape Coral this past month, the month of September, sold 574 properties. The average sold price was $332. The average list price was $339. That's a 98% selling price over listing price. Days on the market, 43. If you could see over here, the average would be the green color on this picture, and the median would be the yellow color. Selling price over listing price. Selling price, listing price would be what they listed it for, and the selling price is what they sold for. We're gonna check the median. The median sold is $276. The median list price is $279. That's 99% of selling price over listing price, and that's days on the market for the median is 15 days on the market. On Cape Coral, there were under 60 properties that sold below the $200,000 mark. So, for that 574, 60 of those properties were under 200,000. Everything else, maybe 514 properties were over 200. So that price range of the under $200,000 is getting really, really small. Prices are appreciating a little bit more, so it's really only 60 properties under 200,000. That's Cape Coral is appreciating good. All right, so in the above $1 million market, 7 properties sold in the month of September. That's 2 more properties than in the month of August. In August, there were only 5 properties that sold over $1 million. Active price increase over last year, you're looking at 11%. That's huge. So that means if last year you purchased a home in the $200,000 mark, your home probably is worth $222. That's a really good investment over there. Or hey, at least you got a little bit of equity. Now let's go to the month of supply. Let me tell you what's available right now. In Cape Coral, there's 722 properties as of today. In those 722 properties, 183 are brand new construction that are gonna be built in the next I was looking at 4 to 6 months. With that leave you of 539 properties right now to choose from. If you put all together, the 722 is 1.6 months of supply. If you take out the new construction out, that's gonna give you only 1.1% or 1.1 month of supply. What that means, if you know the numbers, if you have been following me and check all the numbers prior, the month of supply means that it's a really strong seller's market. I would say seller market runs from 0 all the way to 4% or 4 months. 4 months to 6 months is like a neutral market, really good neutral market. Anything above 6%, I would say, is a buyer's market. So, I mean, these numbers are like extra low and have been like that for the past, I would say, roughly 4 months, 3 months, sorry. Yeah, 3 months. So yeah, that's the Cape Coral market. I mean, there were 2 more properties that sold over $1 million, so that's good. That's maybe pushing up prices a little bit higher. Days on the market for the median, 15. Anything for the average is 43 days. So if you price the home accordingly, everything's gonna sell within less than 2 months. So the biggest thing over here right now is that month of supply. And the active properties that are out there, 539 at the beginning of the year. I think we were looking at 2,200 properties, 2,200 properties available. So yeah, it's a difficult time for buyers sometimes, but hey, hang up in there with your agent. Keep it looking, and be a little bit aggressive with the offer. So. That's what's going on in Cape Coral. Now let's go in Fort Myers. Fort Myers got really interesting numbers, and wait until you see these numbers. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're gonna be over here talking about Fort Myers. Fort Myers was really, really interesting because 18 properties of the 417 properties sold for over $1 million. Come over here, let me show you the paperwork so you guys could see a little bit better. Just remember, the average price is on green highlight, and the median price is gonna be highlight in yellow. The max, I'm not gonna highlight it, but you guys gonna see it's gonna be above the green highlighted one. All right, the Fort Myers housing market report. Fort Myers sold 417 properties. The average sold, it was 400,000. The list price 227. That's the average. So the median sold was 321. The median list price was 334. That's 90% selling price over original price. Days on the market on the median is 32. Now let's talk about the average. In Fort Myers, like I told you earlier, 18 properties sold for over $1 million. There were, like I say, roughly from those 18, 5 or 4 were brand new construction over there, Miramar Lakes. So for the month of August, 7 properties only sold for over $1 million, and then for the month of September, 18 properties sold for over $1 million. So that's huge. If you compare apples to apples, let's say for example, I would take out the highest $3 million properties. That's gonna give you an average of 358 with a list price of 370. Selling over original price, you're looking at 96%. Days on the market on that is 67. That's if you took out those other properties that sold for over $1 million, if you could compare apples to apples. Now, what I could see over here is now I'm gonna see people might see these numbers and start pricing properties overpriced, which I'm gonna be talking about overpriced properties at the end of this video, because we're seeing a lot of issues going on for the whole market of the nation market. So yeah, that's what happened in Fort Myers. 18 properties over $1 million. That's huge. That's gonna increase your property? Probably, for some extent or some percentage. But in reality, those are high-end market properties too that interact with some kind of a value for your property. Now, what I'm saying is everybody's saying, oh, there's a 15% increase in Fort Myers over last year. Technically, once again, if we didn't have those new constructions, that new construction in Miramar, we only are looking at a 3% increase over price. As you guys know on my previous videos about the last month market, Fort Myers is really unique based off the homes are mostly on HOAs, so it tends a little bit more to move quicker. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 852 properties are available at the moment. Only 99 are new construction. So that gives Fort Myers 753 properties available if you want to go into the market now and purchase a home and doesn't want to wait, for a new build to get built. Month of supply, if you put everything, including the new construction, you're looking at 2.4 months of supply. Without the new construction, 2.1 months of supply. So yeah, that I personally would say that the Fort Myers market only went up 3% based of that big new community. They're selling properties over $1 million in Miramar Lakes. So yeah, that's what's going on in the market of Fort Myers. 51 properties sold for under 200,000. So I mean, 451, that's 3 and change, 360, 367 properties above $200,000. So yeah, I mean, 18 properties for over $1 million, that's huge. That's huge over here in Fort Myers. So nothing, yeah, let's go to the next one. It would be Lehigh Acres. All right, guys, Lehigh Acres housing market report. Lehigh Acres this past month, the month of September, sold 166 properties. The average sold property in Lehigh Acres was 207. The average list price was 212. That's 97% selling price over original listing price. Days on the market, 43 days for the average. Median sold in Lehigh Acres was 209. The median price sold, listing price sold was 205. That's 100% of selling price over original listing price. Why 100%? And there, some of the sellers, when they sell, let's say for example, they list the price, the property for 100,000, and then the buyer need closing costs. So now they put those closing costs on top of the loan. For example, the house is listed at 100,000. Buyer agents come and say, hey, I need closing costs, and then the buyer, the seller, want to put it on top of the loan, on top of the listing price. So that's why you get that 100%. In Lehigh Acres, 59 properties of those 166 sell for under 200,000. 6 homes over 300,000. I've started seeing a little bit more of those high-end homes of Lehigh Acres, above the $300,000 going into the market. These are, big homes. Lehigh have, a couple of homes that are built in acreage. They're, above 2,000, 2,500 square feet, pool, and, all that bells and whistles. So 6 of those homes sold for over 300,000 by the month of September. The average price increase over last year's 13%. I think last year we were looking at for the average 189. Right now we are in the 207. Last month we were 212, I think 210. So at least the homes in Lehigh Acres have been staying over there. One thing though that I see, there's still a lot of new construction going over there. Right now the amount of properties available are 301. New construction is 118. That gives you a total of 183 properties available to sell. So there's a lot of new construction hitting the market. And what I see on those new construction, they're above the $200,000 mark. Really weird compared to Cape Coral. In Cape Coral, you could still find homes for 189, 190, but those homes are really small. You're looking at 1,100 square feet, 1,200 square feet. The homes that I see over here in Lehigh Acres are above 1,300 square feet. but during that $200,000 range. So yeah, the average price over last year increased in 13%. Months of supply, if you take the 301 with the new construction, you're looking at 1.7. If you take out that new construction, you're looking at 1 month of supply. If you guys know, the less that number is, the really strong seller's market is out. Now I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm seeing. I have a lot of friends on my Facebook that they're agents in other towns, other part of the United States. I have some real estate pages too that I follow, some other professionals and all that. And even though down here, I start to see that people are having problems with appraisers. This house being appraised, how you deal with, when a price come, under appraised. It's simple. People, see that the market is hot. They start telling everybody, oh, the market is hot, the market is hot. Put the house high, start putting the homes overpriced. Actually happened to me, a lady that, once again, she was working with an agent. I have a listing. She called me in regards, to get some information. Down the road, she called me and she told me that that the house that she was buying, the appraisal came $40,000 less. So, it just, make sure your agents too, they're up to that. If you guys are going to put an offer on it, make sure you guys do the due diligence. Make sure your agents kind of check your, do a CMA, make sure, they're not overpricing those properties. I'm seeing a couple of properties like, we're overpriced. A property that I did sold at the beginning of the year, the homeowner called me and said, hey, I want to put the property up for sale. I said, okay, what are your thoughts? We purchased the property for 125 and he come and say, hey, I want to ask 160. No upgrades, nothing. I know he put maybe, there were nothing done to the home. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get the listing that is gonna stay on the market, because it's not gonna sell. Or somebody might think, hey, this is a good deal, let me go and get it, and then the appraisal then is not gonna come in and all that. I try to educate the seller. I tried to show them the numbers and all that, but he didn't want to listen. So I didn't took the listing because it's gonna be way overpriced. Once if you purchase a home like it was March 125 and put it 160 now, that doesn't, in the eyes for appraisal, you're gonna say, hey, what they did on the home? Nothing. So, just be really careful. Make sure your agents, if you're working with somebody, make sure they do the CMA, make sure they do the little bit research on it. Like I tell you, I'm seeing a lot of agents. I wouldn't say not complaining, but saying, hey, my appraisal came out low, how that could it be? And when you do the research, I mean, if it's somebody local, when you do the research, like the numbers are not there to facilitate that sale on that price. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm probably gonna be putting more content, and I'm gonna put some videos about some communities. I'm planning out some really nice communities in this area. So if you guys like this, hit that thumbs up, share it with your friends, family. If you got somebody living down here in the Southwest Florida, and nothing. See you guys in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.